bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.
Here we go.
Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. And alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, with Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Now, here's Brunson. Pulls it up. That one wide left.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
And Jokic. Chances to go. Stan, we expect to see a lot of action inside tonight. Both of these teams have powerhouse front courts.
Yeah, Kevin, it could get very, very physical down low. You're right about that. It is size versus size. They're going to be fighting for position, fighting for every rebound, Kevin. It's kind of like an old-school energy to this matchup.
Anunoby has the open look. Misses the three. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. Coach told me Jamal Murray is at the top of their scouting report. He said to me pregame, Murray is the ideal combo guard. He can excel on or off the ball. That is what makes him tough to deal with. You just never know how he'll attack you. Back to you guys.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Here's Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, Gordon is known for his athleticism, and he loves rising up to throw it down.
And Brunson gets it to go.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Towns at the elbow. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First team foul.
Here's Brunson. Anunoby in the corner. And Anunoby slams it in.
You know, great feed there by Jalen Brunson. A terrific facilitator.
Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Now, here's Jokic. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot. Drops in the layup for two. Jokic has got his second basket of the game.
Well, what really... What a powerful dunk by Towns, showing the rim no mercy.
And they pick up two. Jokic has got 6 points.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Free throw line jump shot. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
To the inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 8 points for Jokic.
Well, when Murray is passing the ball to his teammates, they are at their best.
Towns in the corner. Here's Brunson from downtown. Towns, no luck.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Here's Murray. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, when Murray has his attacking game working, it opens up more space for everybody.
Brunson with a clean look. No good with the triple.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots. Better selection. You have to be set up for success.
And the shot is good.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Pass to Jokic.
I got ball.
with the drive. And the shot goes down. Jokic has got 12 in the game.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
And so it's Denver.
16.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And, Coach, one thing that David Adelman stressed was getting this Nuggets team in much better shape.
Yeah, it seems like they wore down in the playoffs last season. So improved conditioning and more depth potentially could help them hold up better down the stretch. Nice pass. What a heady play by Clarkson.
Johnson, good.
16.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Clarkson with the ball. Now Valanciunas defending. Back to Hart from outside the arc. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson for 3. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
And it's Brunson missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Brunson barreling in. It's in and hoping this is the start of a new trend. 2 for 8 now from the field.
Nuggets lead.
Can't overplay Brunson to shoot. He will go right past you.
Outside, Jones. Murray outside. And then Murray with the jam.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Baby, it is showtime. Sinks the triple.
A deep shot there by Brunson. You got to admire how confident that young man is.
Outside, Jones. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Back to Murray. On the wing, Johnson. In the corner, it's Brown. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Knicks trailed by 9. Here's Hart. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Hart's got his first 2 points.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
So David Adelman decided to call a timeout here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Both teams deciding to change it up. And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
23.
Hey, Kevin. The Nuggets have gotten used to success. Nikola Jokic said, quote, winning is a lifestyle for us. It's really good when you're winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to play. Everybody is buying into the system. I was here when we were losing, so I do not want to go back to that. Kevin, back to you.
They're sure good with him in the lineup. Okay, thank you, Allie. Denver leading by 5. Here's Hardaway. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
There's 57 seconds left in the second quarter. And so the ball is out of bounds. Clarkson touched it last.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Outside Hardaway. The Knicks pull it in. The kick out to Anunoby. Deflects the pass. Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
I like that. Towns attacking the rim with intent.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Over to the wing. Pass to Strother. 5 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Hardaway for 3. And another miss by Denver. And the dunk by Towns.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed. That's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Nuggets lead by 1. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Here's Murray. And they double up Murray. Pass to Watson. Now Jokic. And Jokic will just torch you inside.
The defense has had no answer for Nikola Jokic. He's getting whatever he wants out there.
Here's Brunson. Up and in on the layup. Brunson's got 9.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Jokic. Can't hit from the low block. For the lead, and it's good on the layup.
And you can tell this is a priority for Brunson. He wants everyone involved.
In a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But, G.A., there's been some slippage.
Well, the challenge has been their 2 best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link, it has some truth to it.
And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. And they double up Murray. Gordon. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Gordon's got his second basket.
He is so athletic. Gordon does well when he gets the ball around the paint.
From deep, Brunson. And Jokic with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Outside Gordon. Back to Jokic. Bridges with the steal. Brunson outside. And now we've got the intentional foul. So David Adelman decided to call a timeout here.
Start it.
Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Towns wide open. New York no good that time either. Denver leading by 3. Pass to Jokic. Towns with the steal. And taken away by Brown. And now Jokic pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
The court awareness of Jokic is so profound. He knows where to be in every situation.
Anunoby outside. New York, no good that time either. And so here's Denver. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Here's Gordon. It's rebounded by New York.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Johnson goes in.
Well, not with the Joker there. That was a tremendous block.
Jokic rising up.
Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
Greg, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. Josh Hart is great at moving off ball, and he said, in today's league, cutting and making a layup is considered boring. Everyone wants ISO. Some of the fundamentals and beauty of the game are lost. For me, it's a feel. If you see the back of your defender's head, try to make a cut. Guys?
Thank you, Allie. So both teams changing it up here.
Let's hear it for you. Substitution on the court.
52 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. From the high post. Rebounded by Hart.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Valanciunas just being a bully on defense there. Great job positioning himself to get that one.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal. And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride. Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Here's Murray. Comes up empty down low. It could go. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Nuggets on top. They're up by 5. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the... And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Knicks trail by 5. Now Alvarado. Larson outside. Off target from outside. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Left side Hardaway. Outside Jones. The Nuggets moving the ball around.
You got it. Come on. Come on.
Out of bounds. New York takes possession. And here's Brunson. Outside for Robinson. Towns down low. Shoots from the high post. And he nails that one right through the net. Towns has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Knicks. Hardaway goes in. And the shot goes in. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
He's known for his jump shot, but Hardaway isn't afraid to mix it up inside.
Brunson with it. Fires from way outside. Second chance shot. Launches a 3. The putback. The kick out to Anunoby. Lets it go with the 3. And Jalen Brunson gets the three.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the three. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
And so David Adelman calls the timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear what the Nuggets head coach was saying to his team. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort, and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 6. Now Gordon. And it's off. Still anybody's game at this point.
And no question, this is when you really have to have trust on the floor with each possession.
Brunson. No good. Could not tie it up. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Jokic. No good there.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Denver in the lead. And he jams it in.
Well, we've seen Jokic do this before, coming through in the biggest moments.
Here's Hart. Brunson scanning the floor. Misses the three.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it. Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Here's Towns. Jokic with the steal. The dunk to punctuate.
Well, credit the defense of Jokic. He turns them over, then quickly starts the break.
Brunson. Towns tried for the putback, but can't get it to go. Jokic with it. Now guarded by Towns. Now Jokic. Outside Murray. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
Well, we've seen very few superstars as unselfish as Jokic. He'll play whatever role is necessary for his team to win.
Here we've got Brunson. 1:16 left here in the fourth quarter. Poked away and stolen by Murray.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here and what looks to be a solid win for the Nuggets.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jokic.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
And there's the three.
Nerves never show through. Brunson as calm and cool as they come down the stretch.
And so they foul intentionally.
New York foul. Mikal Bridges. Third personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
Brunson fires. It's good.
And he lives for the moment. Brunson playing his best during crunch time.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the three misses. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
At the line.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
So the Nuggets win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.